So Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh show their asses yet again. They care so much about these CEOs who rip off the American people and tell us what we do or don't deserve concerning our health. And his audience revolted against him per usual. I don't think anybody has had more audience revolts than Ben Shapiro. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he survives them. But every time I look up, Ben Shapiro's audience revolts on this, revolts on that. All kind of, I don't know what's going on over there, but it's not looking good. Ben is now defending these CEOs, and he's mischaracterizing the anger of the American people. The left wants to murder people. That's not what's happening. Do you have some fringe lunatics who are like cheering it on and they want more people to... Yeah, of course. What the left and the right agree on, kind of, is that we are tired of being bullied by massive corporations. We are tired of having our lives in the hands of those who can afford healthcare for themselves, their family, their friends. These people are so rich, they might be able to cover their entire neighborhood's worth of healthcare. And then the plebs, the lowly serfs, are told how to feel when one of these extremely rich people who hold the fate of Americans in their hands on a daily basis have the money to cover their own healthcare and the healthcare of all of their loved ones. When Americans say, yo, that's effed up, but we're pretty upset about the fact that this stuff is allowed to happen. We kind of understand people's rage and frustration, and if you expect us to sit here and cry tears over the death of the CEO, it's not happening. Here's what Ben's response was to the frustration of you little plebs. Know your place.
Why? Because the baseline belief of the left's system these days, at least the far left, is that if you are working within a system that they have deemed morally inferior, you deserve to die. You do. And if someone kills you, well, you probably had it coming. I can only imagine that's why Taylor Lorenz has spent the rest of the day putting out posts at Blue Sky, which is this dumb alternative to Twitter, in which she actually posts like the pictures of other healthcare CEOs.
I know Benjamin. I know you didn't just call Blue Sky a dumb alternative to Twitter. Didn't the nigga who bought the app within a year or a few months co-signed a brazenly anti-Semitic post, and then you had to fly him out to Auschwitz because apparently his old ass forgot about the Holocaust, Elon Musk. You had to go fly him out to Auschwitz to remind him of the gravity of anti-Semitism. Nothing's changed, by the way. I open my Twitter and I see I'm inundated with like posts completely just like the most anti-Semitic, anti-black. I don't even follow these people. And I just receive these posts all day long. You, more than anybody, should be able to acknowledge the seriousness of how bad Twitter is. You think that you're not on borrowed time? I, as a black man, can acknowledge that if I was conservative, I would be on borrowed time. The further and further and further we go right as a country, the less and less rights I can look forward to having as a black man. And the same thing goes to you. You think you're special because you're rich and because you've helped carry MAGA to the finish line? No. So this whole characterizing Blue Sky is just like, I don't even have a Blue Sky account, but I'm about to stand on business. You're not about to sit here and talk crazy about any other platform when I saw what you had to do with the new owner of Twitter. He couldn't even, this nigga just jumps in being anti-Semitic. He couldn't even like breathe, drink some water, eat a little snack, talk. He just automatically just scaring the hoes just as soon as he shows up. And you had to fucking remind him of what sanity looks like. And now you want to lecture to the left and to your right-wing viewers about the insanity of the radical left and bring up how bad Blue Sky is. I'm tired of minority conservatives pretending like they're not gonna get got. You know you're gonna, like, stop. Ramaswamy, Patel, all of you going home in Amazon boxes. You know it's true. It's only a matter of time before your money can't save you. White supremacy is not a system that you can pay for, okay? You're either born into it or you're not. No amount of money can buy your way in, okay? No amount of money. Just reminding you.
So again, the premise of the left is if you work within a system that they do not like, you deserve to die. You are a kulak and you deserve to die. If you work within a system that they deem morally praiseworthy, or you're a member of a quote unquote morally.
How do I do the Jordan Peterson? I can't even do it. How do I do this shit, bro? Kermit, nigga. Let me summon him. Hold on, give me a second. Ben. Ben. Yo, okay, I'm done.
Praiseworthy group, you can literally do anything. So if your grievance is, in the view of the left, in any way legitimate, then you can do anything. This is the same group of people who will suggest, for example, that if you don't like the situation in the Gaza Strip, that now justifies you in women and murdering babies. Right? This is the left's full-scale belief system, at least on the far left. And this is a perfect example of it playing out. Now, what's amazing about this is that the way that the left adjudicates whether a system is morally praiseworthy or morally blameworthy is not, in fact, based on a utilitarian calculus.
You know, he keeps trying to mischaracterize the reality of what people are saying in order to score political points. The left. And to give Benjamin some credit, he does say the far left, the radical left. But Benjamin, open your eyes, my friend. I like you. I like Benjamin Shapiro. You know, whenever I say I like some of these people, y'all hop in my comments and say, Rashad, how can you possibly? I'm not saying they're good people. I'm just saying, you know, from a political commentator's perspective, I can see why they're successful, okay? Like, give me some room, okay? Like, let me breathe. Let me talk my shit, okay? Just had to clarify, because sometimes I look at my comment section and I'm dodging RPGs and shit, because y'all be going off, like I was saying. Ben here is trying his hardest to misrepresent what people are trying to say in order to score political points. He just can't see that people are actually upset about real things. Now, you know, if we look at his comment section, it's full of people on his ass, okay? Somebody says, the perfect out-of-touch response from a rich kid who never struggled. My brother-in-law died because they never approved the correct treatment for him. This is not a left or right thing. Starting to realize your entire career is built off of getting ordinary working folks to hate one another. I'm canceling my Daily Wire subscription. Ben, you're a millionaire. You are a true blue-collar conservative. You're a rich guy that appeals to working-class Republicans. You don't understand what poor people go through. Now, this is the populism you asked for, Benjamin. You called out the January 6th riot insurrection for what it was, an insurrection. Then you realized your career in right-wing media could not survive you having a spine and you having honor and integrity, so you obviously got rid of all of those things. And now you're left with a radical, populist audience that, you know, is just hungry for more powerful people to be destroyed. This is what you asked for. This is what you signed up for. The key thing here is the American people are trying to communicate something. They're communicating that the system they have in place right now is not working and they do not like this. Now, ironically enough, Ben's supporters who probably voted for Trump, who promised to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare, ironically enough, his supporters, Ben's supporters, are kind of, you know, I mean, look, y'all asked for this, okay? If Trump gets rid of the Affordable Care Act, that's on you. You asked for it. What, you thought Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act weren't the same thing? You got lied to by your own party. You got lied to by right-wing media. You got lied to by right-wing politicians, per usual. What you want me to do? Say sorry? Like, how can the Democrats make me do this? That's how y'all do every single time. Every single time Republicans shit in your mouth and y'all willfully, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all swallow it. Then y'all turn around, Democrats make me do this. It's like, I'm not doing this with y'all again, okay? Like, I'm not doing this with you guys a second time, okay? You guys voted for this. You asked for this. Y'all can't be sitting there cheering on this CEO getting wiped off the face of the earth and simultaneous and talk about how bad, the healthcare system, oh my God, and then turn around and vote against your own affordable healthcare. I'm seeing people in his comments section talk about affordable healthcare helped save my family, but I'm so tired of Obamacare. It's like, oh my God. Like, I don't know who to be more mad at, Benjamin or his audience, okay? Ben, you're out of touch, okay? What I need you to do is do what you did last time, okay? Remember when your audience was like, January 6th wasn't that bad? I need you to see things from the people's perspective this time, okay? The people are telling you they're upset with healthcare in America. They're telling you that they are suffering. They're telling you that they don't feel bad for a CEO who makes money off of denying the claims of American people. They're telling you, and you're not listening. The people are speaking, and they're speaking from a genuine place. This isn't some petty shit like J6. Nah, not really petty. It's pretty serious. But you get my point. This isn't a situation of he said, she said, and well, maybe. No, people are suffering from this, and you're not seeing it from their perspective. I'm not co-signing the death of this man. I will never, ever, ever co-sign some shit like this. But what I'm saying is the American people are more so communicating their frustration and pain than they are endorsing this horrific act. Okay? And Ben is purposefully misconstruing the nuance of this. He is purposefully misrepresenting the opinions of the American people to score an attack on the left. Ben, stop. Just stop. Like, you got to see things from a much more rational, reasonable perspective, okay? The American people are communicating their dissatisfaction, that's putting it lightly, nicely, their dissatisfaction with healthcare. Your political party has contributed to the attempted sabotage of people's affordable healthcare in this country. The least you could do is chill out for a second, humble yourself, and understand where the American people are coming from. It's sad that the very people in this comment section screaming about how bad healthcare is are the same people who voted for their healthcare to be done up with, but whatever, it is what it is. We live and we learn. I don't know what else to say to that. We live and we learn. But Benjamin, you are out of touch, my boy. You are out of touch. And I'm seeing people in your comment section talking about how, America's not as divided as people say we are. And, Ben's trying to divide us and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Here's the reality that you right-wing voters need to hear, though. You helped, if the Affordable Care Act goes away, you asked for this. We can talk about how bad these rich folk are, but bro, yeah, and in a way, it only lends to the story of how bad they are. Rich, powerful oligarchs, billionaires convinced you to vote against your own interests. It took you seeing a guy shooting at a CEO and killing him for you to start thinking critically about your healthcare. And even then, I don't know if you guys really will. But, Benjamin and Matt are completely out of touch and are adamant to use this event as an attack on the left when the American people as a whole are speaking their minds. For those of you who are right-wing populists, realize and understand these are your masters. These are your overlords. Billionaires, people who wish they were aristocrats, people who want noble families and bloodlines to come back, people who enjoy ruling over the common man. That is who runs your show. Foreigners like Musk. That's what you're dealing with. Billionaires who don't even come from this country coming over here and dictating policy and working in our government as if they deserve to. That's your party. Wake up. Y'all have given people who are not the people all the power. Make that make sense. Individuals who do not represent the will of the common man are now running our government thanks to the MAGA movement that you enabled. Wake up. I'm not making this about politics. I'm telling you the truth. Ben is purposefully misconstruing your frustration. I'm trying to be frank with you. I'm keeping it real with you. If we actually want healthcare for the American people, if we want to solve this problem, we cannot be sitting here voting for powerful, rich oligarchs who want us to be poor, who want us to be incapable of getting the healthcare that we need. That's what we're dealing with. So Benjamin, your audience is speaking. Hopefully you listen. Matthew over there, Matthew Walsh, wake up, okay? Your comment section is really upset with you, okay? Out of touch, man. Unbelievably out of touch. But it is what it is.